Hey, my name is Matt, and I am the new singer of Cryptopsy.
Summer Slaughter.
Summer Slaughter was sick. We had such a good time. It was 10 amazing bands full of amazing dudes, and we just had a wild party night every night. There's no egos, no attitudes, just a bunch of, there's like 60 people just traveling and partying. It was awesome.
What kind of stuff have you noticed in the crowd? Crowd response, things like this?
The crowd has been excellent. We've been having, I notice, like, you know, I'm the new singer, so everyone comes and wants to check me out and see, you know, how I'm going to handle everything. So they come, and the first song, you know, they're not too sure, and then the second song, you know, they're like, okay, and then by the third song, everyone starts to get into it, and then I feel okay. Yeah.
I love the new album, by the way.
Thank you.
In my top 5 of the year, if not one of the best I've heard in recent years, death metal.
Thank you, thank you.
Why do you think all this hate is being slung at your band now?
To be honest, I think that a lot of fans, when Wormy came back, were disappointed with Once Was Not. They were expecting another None So Vile. And they were really, there was the Book of Suffering that was supposed to come out, which was supposed to be a double album. And they were all really anticipating the next None So Vile. And we definitely did not give them that. So I think that's was it really shocked people, and people had no idea how to take, they don't know how to respond to that, so there's a lot of negative backlash on the internet and stuff like that.
How do you feel about it? What's your response?
People can think whatever they want, just don't wish me ill and don't tell me that I want to die and stuff, because it's just music and you really gotta relax. They wanted to really make, like, especially Flo wanted to make everything sound very smooth. And that's why a lot of people are disappointed. They think that he's playing in 4/4 when he's not. It's just that it's so smooth, the transitions are so smooth that it sounds flawlessly 4/4, because it sounds simple, but it's not. Yeah.
So it was a conscious decision then?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If it wasn't me singing on the album, they would have found someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would the music have been the same had you not been singing?
They wrote all the songs before I got there.
Okay.
They handed me all the songs, and they were like, I want you to sing here, I want you to scream here, I want you to sing here, and that's what I did. So.
How do you feel the experience differs from having been in 3 Mile Scream in a totally different scene?
How do I feel? I definitely feel that it's a much larger scene, for sure. I'm not playing on the floor anymore, which could be nice, but I do miss the intimacy of those shows. And I really appreciate being up on an upper level and being taken far more seriously by, you know, the industry and as well as everyone else in my life.
I was talking to your parents and they were saying how young you started singing.
Yeah, always. Always. Singing, though, not screaming. Singing. Screaming came after.
What got you started in both?
What made me, Mike Patton, he's the one that made me try to push my voice to the extreme limits of as high as I can go, as low as I can go, make weird sounds at the beginning. But none of that really transferred into Cryptopsy as of yet, so.
What are your favorite Mike Patton albums, projects?
Bungle, Faith No More, Tomahawk. I'm sort of getting into the new one there with Peeping Tom. It's a little bit too hip-hop for me, but I really appreciate his melodies and stuff like that.
You were in South America recently?
In Mexico. It was amazing, yeah.
Talk a little about that experience.
It was my first gig. My first gig was in Monterrey, Mexico, in a dilapidated Thai school gym. And it was the craziest mosh pit that I've ever seen in my life. And it was the best response that, you know, for a first gig that anyone could ever ask for. Yeah. Crazy Mexicans.
At what age did you get involved in the metal scene?
Probably, it's been 6 years now that I've been in the metal scene. Before that I was more in the alternative scene, to be honest, yeah. Which is not very death metal at all.
How do you feel the mentality, the attitudes, the values differ from the alternative to the metal scene?
I'm not quite sure. I find the death metal scene, there's a lot of competition. I can definitely compare the death metal scene to the hardcore scene if you want, because I find hardcore kids, the bands really stick together and they help each other out and they move up as a unit, and the whole scene moves up. Not that I like hardcore or anything, I'm just talking about the scene itself. And death metal is always, we're tough, we're death metal, we're the best, fuck those guys, we can eat them. And it's just, it doesn't help anyone go anywhere. I'd much rather take the whole scene up rather than watch one band rise. Then we could all profit.
Hardcore scene, has it been at all an influence on you?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. As much as they say I'm hardcore, I don't listen to any hardcore bands. I listen to At the Gates all the time and Meshuggah. I don't think they're very hardcore. No hardcore bands for me. No.
Okay. When you aren't on the road, what are you schooled to do? What do you enjoy doing for work?
I take care of babies. It's true. No, I work as a substitute child care educator. So I work from anywhere from babies to 5 years old. And that's what I got to do in about 12 hours.
How do you find that experience giving back?
I like it a lot. It's the only, I can only wake up for music and children. It's the only thing that I wake up for in the morning. Apart from that, I just lie in bed all day. Yeah.
People learn from you as an educator. You give to children. A lot of people in society are selfish. It's a real problem, especially these days.
For children, nothing death metal. No, it's definitely not death metal. Just to show that men can be sensitive people and love children, and it's not creepy, and I'm not a molester. It's just one of my passions, like music.
How can kids get more connected, people get more connected with the communities, with society as a whole?
You gotta take time and really just appreciate every moment and look around, and I find that going on tour and coming back home really gave me a perspective of appreciating where I am and where I came from. Whereas when I was just working and doing the 9 to 5, people, we just, it's a routine. We go. There's no appreciation of where we are and what's happening. So I definitely think that we need to look around and appreciate where we are, and if we see stuff that's not going on, that should be going on within social services or anything like that, then we should voice our opinions and make steps towards hopefully accomplishing goals that must be... I'm just making stuff up at this point.
No, you're making a lot of sense though.
We need change in a lot of systems, but until we all stand together and make a change, it's not going to happen. And profit will pursue, and that's just the way it's going to be.
Books you could recommend?
I read police mysteries too much, but I'm really bored of them because it's always the same thing. It's like the retired cop that comes out of retirement and he falls in love with this girl. So a lot of I was reading, I can't even remember the names. Waco Jesus. No. Yeah, that's a good book. Nice. Actually, that's a band. Wrong band. Waco, Texas. Waco something. I can't remember. It's a good book. Yeah. Le Parfum. It's a good book.
Any other bands you'd like to give a little plug to? Movies you've seen recently?
Have you read The Pigeon?
No, is that also by him?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh no, I haven't. No, I will. I'll check it out. Movies. I just watched City of Men yesterday, which is by sort of like a continuation to the movie of City of God, which is a Brazilian movie. Excellent. It was very good. Yeah. Watched that last night.
Very nice. Very nice.
And bands. Just check out all the bands in Montreal. There's so many good ones. We got the Agonist that comes from here, Cryptopsy, Mythosis, which is the other Cryptopsy project. My other band, 3 Mile. Check it out. It's all worth checking out. The Last Felony. We're going out with them across Canada. It's gonna be excellent.
Current status, 3 Mile?
Still happening. Still working. We're dirt jamming. They're waiting for me to come back.
Impressions on Mike Marino?
He was the man. If it wasn't for Mike Marino, I would not be standing here right now. Yeah.
And close off with just some of the funnier comments you've heard or read about...
No, my favorite ever was when I was on stage somewhere in the States, somewhere down south, and they screamed out, "You're an imposter!" That was my favorite. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.